Welcome back. So to continue from our previous session, we're able to create a simple web page into the HTML directory. So now we'll have to test it to see if it is working. So to do that, we'll go back to our management console and open the EC2 service. Now at the instance section, we'll click on our EC2 instance, and now we know how to visit web pages on our EC2 instance. We will use the public IPv4 address. So I'll copy the public IPv4 address, paste it in a new tab, and press enter. And we should have a web page available that reads, or a web page open to us that reads hello from the Caffe web server. But we realize that this is not opening. We are stuck in an endless loop here. The final message that will come is timeout, or the site can't be reached. Now to do that, as a solutions architect, this is where your work comes in, right? Or this is where you are needed most, right? So your web developer or your web administrator has created all those environments in the web server or your server, right? They've turned on the database, they've turned on everything, but they are trying to test out their website, and the website is not reachable. So you, as a solutions architect, you now have to come in and then make things work, right? So what you do is, most of the times when you're having this problem, there are two things: either the EC2 itself, right, your server itself is off, or maybe there is a rule, there is something that is blocking the IP address trying to access your web server. So we'll first look at the security group, right? So we'll go to security and check the security group to see which rules are being allowed, right? And for now, it is only the SSH rules that are being allowed. That is why we are able to use the Cloud9 environment to access resources or access the directories in the web server. So now what we will do is to edit the inbound rules and add a rule to accept HTTP traffic, right? Either HTTP or HTTPS, but most for this exercise we will use HTTP traffic for that. Okay, so HTTP, and then we'll do from anywhere. We'll not limit it to a specific IP source, and that should save us or work for us. So we just save the rules, and now that our rule is saved, we can go back to our instances, or we can just go back to this tab which was trying to access the web server, and then refresh, right? And we'll have the hello from Caffe web server here. I even didn't type it well, so I can just come here and then edit it, right? Caffe web server, good, and then save. Okay, so I'll do save, and then it's saved. If I refresh the page, it should the changes should be effected, and you can see that it has been effected. So that is the beauty of dynamic website. For the static website, we should have edited this HTML file outside the S3 bucket and then now re-uploaded the file, right? But with EC2 instance, or with hosting dynamic website on an EC2 instance, because it has a block storage volume, right, you are able to edit in block. So the part that you just want to edit or make changes to, you'll be able to just make changes to it without having to do a re-upload. So that is it with the dynamism with the static website and then a dynamic website. So I'll end this session here, and then we'll look at what is next in the next video.